Sally, and welcome to or back to my channel. My question for you today is, how many vocabulary words do you know? How many do you know in English specifically? How many should you know in English? How many do most people know in English? Well, I looked this up because I was curious, and I found that there are over 170,000 words in English. How many do you need to know, and where do you choose the words? Well, you'll acquire more and more words as you study English, as you study in your field of study in university. But one way to think about English words is in tiers or categories of words. At the first level, we have the words that native speakers pick up just by living here. So, for example, that would be your words like house or food or dog. These are just words that people acquire naturally. Then you have your second level or second tier words. And these are words that most adults know, but now I'm talking about native speaker adults. They know these words, but these are words that are usually taught through school. Now, the third level of words or third tier of words are those that are specific to individual fields of study. These would be the words you call jargon. And I want you to think about this in terms of words that are important for you. If you're planning to come to the United States or another English-speaking country for school, then you're going to be more concerned with Tier 2 and Tier 1. And these are the words that, both the words that are common to everyone, but also the words that are used mostly in academics. And then Tier 3, you'll learn through your major specifically. And that would be your field of study. And so for today's video, I've started pulling some vocabulary words that I would say fall into the category of academic or higher level words. And these are words that you can find across disciplines. They're not specific to one field of study. These are common and can be used in academic situations or professional situations, and sometimes even in casual situations. But these are words that I think are important to know. All right, so when I go through these words, I'm going to start by saying the word several times. I'm going to do this before I show you the spelling of the word. And the reason is I want you to hear how I pronounce it before you see how to spell it. Because sometimes in English, the spelling of a word does not necessarily match how you expect it to sound. So I think it's important to hear the word first and then see the spelling and the definition. I'm also going to give you a sentence. And then we'll move on. At the end of the video, I will give you a quiz to see if you can remember the words. All right, let's get started. Our first word is ameliorate. 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 This word has a good meaning. It means to make something better. Usually makes a bad situation better. And so for an example of a sentence, I could say, I would like to ameliorate the suffering of others. Our next word is coherent. 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 Coherent means something is clear and easy to understand. So for example, I could say, the speaker was coherent, so I understood him. Our next word is the opposite of coherent, and that is incoherent. Adding the in at the beginning, the prefix, makes it the opposite. So incoherent. 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 And incoherent means not clear, not easy to understand. And so for an example sentence, I could say, the audio was incoherent, so I couldn't understand it. Our next word is comprise. 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 Comprise means to be made of. And so an example sentence for this word could be, the United States comprises 50 states. Our next word is a word that I like a lot. It's inane. 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 Inane means stupid or silly. And it can be in a fun way or it can be in a serious way. So, for example, a sentence that would apply to me is, I sometimes like to do inane things just for fun. Okay, our next word, moving on, collaborate. 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 Collaborate means to work together. And you'll often be asked to collaborate in school on a project or in your work environment on a particular job or project. So for a sentence, I can say, if we collaborate on this task, we will get it done faster. The next word is signify. 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 Signify means to represent something. And so for an example sentence, I can say, a flag is a visual representation used to signify a country. Our next word is pertinent. In an American accent, I don't enunciate the T's, so it would be pertinent. 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 And pertinent means directly related to a particular matter. For a sentence, I can say, I need to find pertinent information to add to my essay. Our next word is infer. 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 If this word is familiar to you, maybe your English teacher asked you to infer the meaning of a word based on the context clues. Infer means to conclude something based on evidence or reasoning. For an example sentence, I can say, I can infer that if the battery is dead, then the toy will not work. All right, our last word is intrinsic. 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 And intrinsic means natural, that something is a natural part of something or naturally belonging to something. For a sample sentence, I can say, parents have an intrinsic need to protect their children. All right, now that you have practiced all of these words, let's see if you can use these words by choosing the correct word and fitting them into a sentence. Pause this video to see if you can answer the sentences correctly. When you're ready to hear the answers, click play. The hot chocolate I drank helped to ameliorate the chill I was feeling. She talked so fast that her speech was not coherent. The film's plot was so inane that I could not watch it. I hate stupid movies. The man's presentation looked organized, but his speech was incoherent and made no sense. Wheels, an engine, and a body comprise a car. Again, pause this video until you're ready to see your answers. For some people, kindness is an intrinsic trait. They don't expect any kind of reward. He brought together scientists and engineers to collaborate on the study. He gave her a diamond ring to signify his love. After reading the clues in the story, we can infer that the character is very observant. An essay should contain only pertinent information. Thank you so much for watching my video today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.